All right, so tonight we've got Rule 8, and then we're going to review the IDP plays that Dave pulled together for us. So, uh, let's see. Um, so Ryan, the way this works is everybody reviews the rule of the week beforehand, and then if they've got questions, we've got the spreadsheet that's broken down by the rule, and then you can either select it's the rule or the case, the context for the question, and then your question, and then sometimes if we've just got insights like things we've come across, sometimes Dave will go in here or other veteran officials will go in and add pointers, things that they like to keep in mind for the rule. So um, usually I think we have 5 questions in here tonight. And Dave has gone through and answered them for us. So but the first one, Malik, is up. You're up.
I'm up. All right. So it's Rule 821, Section 2, touchdown. Article 1C. It's a touchdown when a backwards pass or fumble is declared dead in the end zone of the opponent of the player who threw the backward pass or fumble while no player in possession other than because of an inexpert whistle ref. And I referenced a couple of rules. And then again, my question was, I believe I understand, um, waiting a few seconds before blowing the whistle to avoid the inverted whistle, but it's more of a judgment with no player near the ball. I'm just asking, is that how you judge that? I mean, if there's no one near the ball or trying to go for the ball, or it's just weird to it's weird, you know. I
Your
guess if the
question
ball's
is
just sitting there, I guess I got to blow the whistle.
your
But I
question is
mean, just
around the window players in possession part of this. Is that what
yeah,
you're
yeah, exactly. And then Dave answered, "There's no judgment on this. It would be the last team in possession." So, okay.
Um, just to clarify this, uh, you probably will never see this happen because you got coaches on the sideline that's going to tell everybody to go get the ball. So the ball is never alone in the end zone, and that's what's going to happen. So I don't think I've never seen this actually happen. I've never ruled a play dead in the end zone with the ball not covered in some fashion. So
Okay.
you'll never see this happen.
Knock on wood.
It must happen to somebody because it's in the rule book. Rarely see it.
And
Yeah.
Dave, or anybody from a mechanics standpoint,
Oh,
would
and you're right. It probably has happened, but I think
Oh, we lost.
his internet's fighting us, Katie.
Yeah, it's all right. What's your question, Ethan?
Mine was just going to be a mechanics question. Are we just, if this ever were to happen, because normally, like on a kickoff, if a ball comes to rest, we just stop the clock, right? I
Mhm.
mean, in a situation like this, would we just touchdown it up or do anything different?
No, I think to Malik's point, you wait a beat or two, especially if you hear the coaches yelling for somebody to pick up the ball. Um, but
You would just throw up the touchdown. You wouldn't stop the clock and then throw the touchdown up like you would on a kickoff, for example, with the stopping the clock when a ball comes to rest.
stop the clock.
doesn't the
Yeah, I would
touchdown
stop the
signal
clock.
indicate stopping the clock?
No, I would stop the clock and think about what's going to happen,
Okay. Give ourselves, use
and
that
then
time
go up
to
with a
think.
touchdown
Okay,
signal.
what am I doing here?
Yeah, you need time to think. Well, we call it process.
Process. That's right. We don't think on the field. We know we process. All right. Look, does
We
that
don't
answer your
think
question,
on the
Malik?
field. We process.
Well, I think I got another one or two kind of similar to that, but yeah,
Yeah, okay, down below.
yeah. Mhm.
All right. We have an unanswered question. So I will type in the answer. So we go, Stephen.
Yeah, it sees after the try, the opponent of the scoring team shall designate which team will pick off. seems just like an odd rule, and I'm curious when it would ever happen that the opponent of the scoring team would ever allow the scoring team to kick off again. Or sorry, they would kick off, right? That if they get to choose, why would they ever not select the scoring team? Just trying to figure out if there was a clause or
Yeah,
whatever.
I think we've had this question in the past. I believe the answer is like if a team is up by a whole bunch of points and they don't want to keep running up the score, that would be a case where they would decide to kick off to the other team. Or vice
And
versa.
that has actually happened.
Okay.
Okay. So it does give the permission to the team up by a lot to allow so if they're beating them by 50 with a running clock, you might just kick it off to their offense to let their offense keep playing. So you don't put another 7 points on them.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So like showing
Yeah.
good sportsmanship, I guess. You want to call it that?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Okay. All right. It was just an interesting rule. I was like looking for the clause where it gives you the like attached to something, and I couldn't find it. So it was just an interesting rule.
Okay.
How would that work then, Dave? Would the coach from the winning team who just got scored upon tell you, "Hey, we'll kick off to them again"?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Okay. Interesting.
Nobody knows actually the rules, so I think it's just the more veteran coaches that do. But and once again, it happened once to me. I don't expect it to happen ever again because of the running clock. You got to remember before we didn't have a running clock.
Mm.
Okay, that makes more sense. That now that you have the
So
mercy
we have
rule
to
with the
finish the
clock,
game.
right? Yeah. Because I mean, if you're that up in the fourth quarter, you just take a
Yeah,
long drive
you
and
won't
run
hear
it.
that
You're gonna
anymore.
be able to keep it for 7 or 8 minutes and not score. The clock will probably run out pretty quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, next one is mine. It's a little ticky-tacky question, but I find as I read the rule book over and over again, my brain starts to think things like this through. So field goal can be a drop kick, and then in the next section it says that the ball shall not be touched by any player of K beyond the expanded neutral zone or the ground before passing through the goal. And a drop kick by definition touches the ground. So is it just it can't touch the ground after the neutral zone? Obviously I'm being too technical here, but that's we're breaking down the rules. So yeah. So is it just it can't touch the ground after
We are being too technical.
I'm just, you know, trying to just make sure I fully get everything, make it make sense in my head. So I think let's do this.
No, that's a good one.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
Mm.
I had to have a question. I didn't have any other questions. So, Malik, you're next.
All right.
You're the next
So
two,
this,
looks like.
It
all
wouldn't
right.
be Katie if there wasn't a question.
Okay, coming up.
I would have to check her polls.
Yeah.
Thank God for Katie. All right, this is coming out of the case book as well. 851, situation A. Okay, R1 returns the second half kickoff to K's 10 and fumbles. A, the ball rolls into the K's end zone, or B, K1 attempts to recover and force the ball into its own end zone. In both cases, the ball is in K's end zone and no player of either team attempts to recover. The referee, after waiting a few seconds, sounds his whistle ruling a touchdown for R in A and B as the fumbling team retains possession. And is this So my question was, why wouldn't this be a safety? But after you answered the first one for me, I mean, I'm just trusting that that's what it is as far as the last team in possession being R, um, the ball is basically dead in the end zone with no one recovering it. It's just odd with no one recovering it, they still get a score from it, but that's what it is.
My
And see
question
your
would be why
comment there.
why would the ball not go back to the spot of the fumble for the receiving team?
It was
Well, why would it go back to the fumble?
not a forward
Fumble
fumble out
spot.
of bounds between the goal lines.
I understand, not out of
Yeah,
bounds. Got it.
Yeah.
But that's the tricky thing. It's talking about end zones. So I'm like, okay. So Dave, you had here, it was rule to fumble and in team B's. Or is that in team A?
Team A. Or
Yeah,
yeah.
Team K, right?
Team A put the
Yeah.
K. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it'd be the receiving team.
Okay.
So
I
in
got it.
in B is that the force by K is not it's not determined to be a force that actually put it over the goal line.
Let's say they attempted to
Yes, it was
recover.
rule of
Oh,
fumble.
as ours fumble.
It was ruled a fumble, therefore it's a different thing.
Okay.
Had it been a muff, then it would be a touchback,
Uh yeah.
right? A kick going into the end zone breaks the goal line plane is a
Yeah, I
touchback.
get that. Yeah.
But in this case, we have a fumble.
Mhm.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Well,
Yep.
actually, I'm sorry. This is going into K's end zone.
Yeah, so
Yes, that's what
our fumbles
Yeah,
are
so I'm
all
sorry.
rules
It's
into
wrong
K's
because
end
that's the
zone.
receiving end zone. This is going into K's end zone.
Yep.
Mhm.
So it would be a touchdown. If it goes out of bounds in the end zone, then it would become a touchback.
Yep, it is declared dead in the end.
Okay.
But this was
Here I go again.
declared dead in the end zone.
Catching the kick doesn't kill the play. Okay. Just for everyone, I would read this. I'll read the rule. So this is 852 situation C. K1's punt is blocked from K's 5-yard line. And the ball is slowly rolling near the goal line. R1 attempts to recover just barely. I like that, just barely.
Mhm.
Touches the ball. And the ball then rolls into the end zone where K2 falls on it. In the ruling, the covering official will have to judge whether or not a new force resulted from R1's touch. The covering official must decide whether the original force was such that the ball could have gone into the end zone regardless of the muff. If the covering official has doubt, he will rule that the force was supplied by the kick, thus resulting in a safety. And if the covering official rules R1 supplied the force, it is a touchback. And then my question was, if the ball is touched by R, see, that's what's throwing me off. It said just barely, you know. I mean, what's a barely? I mean, it's either touched or not, I think. And then if the ball is touched by R, then wouldn't the ball be dead inbounds
What kills
before it went in the end zone?
a kick? So what forces
Well,
the kick
see,
to be done?
that's whether the kick was blocked, right? The kick was blocked by R. And then wouldn't it be I don't like to say first touching, but if K touches the ball, wouldn't that
But Kate doesn't touch the ball. R touches it.
Oh, sorry. What did it say? Oh yeah, R. Sorry, R touches the ball before it goes into the end zone after the block. I'm asking. I'm not real sure.
So you have to have possession for a kick to end, right? A kick is a kick until it's no longer a kick. And what ends a kick is possession or the ball going out of bounds. So if R touches it, I mean, this one ends up, it sounds like the ball is behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
So anybody can recover it.
Mhm.
Um,
Maybe I'm getting a little confused with the like um between a muff. You know what I mean? This one's blocked, but if it was a muff scrimmage kick,
you
then
still
the
have to
ball
get
would be
possession
dead.
though, right? So even if it's a muff,
No, and a muff and isn't it dead if it's touched by the receiving team?
nope.
Hmm?
Right? They can muff the ball. That just makes it if it's gone beyond the neutral zone, that makes it a
No,
dead ball.
yeah, the play has to be dead by rule.
What I'm trying to get out, Dave, is to articulate what dead by rule means. Like make sure everyone on the call is clear with that.
But let's stick to this one. So you're saying there was no possession,
So it's still live.
so it's still live.
Yeah. Because
Okay.
yeah, say it wasn't blocked and R touches it, you kick goes beyond the neutral zone, R touches it on the K40, they muff it, and K jumps on the ball. Right? It's a live ball as soon as R touches it, muffs it. K can then gain
Mhm.
possession. It's their ball, right?
Yeah, they can gain possession,
Yeah.
definitely.
So
But what I'm saying to advance the ball, you can't advance it, right?
they can't advance it if it's beyond the neutral zone, but if it's behind the neutral zone, they could advance it.
Hmm.
But I mean, I think what we're trying to get out here is it's not dead just because the ball is touched.
Yeah.
Yeah. By either team. Even if K touches it, that's just
Okay.
first touching.
All right.
You feeling good? Or better, at least?
Well, yeah, better. And Dave answered, touching the kick doesn't kill the play. So it must be dead by rule. Okay,
Yeah.
got it.
And that's it for questions. Anybody have anything else? So we went through rule 8.
Hey, can I add something?
Oh, yes. You
We're
can,
playing this scenario in our head, but I want everyone to remember that when this is going on, we want to make sure we don't have whistles in our mouths
Yeah,
because
definitely.
this is where inadvertent whistles happen, right? So I always tell my people on punt plays, just make sure we don't have a whistle in our mouth until the play's over, because you may see a punt, you might be a back judge, or you might be a line judge on a four-man, and you've got a punt coming, and you see a touch, and the first thing you want to do is put a whistle in your mouth. We don't want to do that because that will lead us to blowing whistles when we don't need to. So just wait, be patient, let the play finish, and then put a whistle in your mouth, and that will help you a lot as you develop. So I just wanted to add that because that can get crazy. So,
Appreciate that.
mhm.
All right. Any other rule 8 questions? We all have scoring down pretty well. Most interesting part of the game. All right. Dave has done us a great favor. We're all going to turn off our videos
Oh yeah.
to help with the bandwidth. Um, I'm going to turn the videos off there. All right. We have 13 plays in just over an hour, so this should be pretty good. Remember, this week we are going over ineligible downfield player, IDP. So like normal, I'll play at full speed and then we'll go back and watch it and have our discussion. So full speed. What do folks have? right, so watching this again. Looks like he pulls up on his first read, scrambles around, so it's a broken play. That should be our first indicator. And decides to throw it downfield. And we've got this guy right here. Right. This is the original line of scrimmage back here on the, what is that, the 47? And he's on the opposite 42. Does anybody not have IDP on this one?
Dave, you said you were gonna
Oh,
make these. You said you were gonna make these ones hard, Dave, when you put them in the
no, no,
videos.
no, no. I would give you a couple of easy ones, and then you'll find that the other ones will be a little bit more interesting.
There are a few. I've
But
gone through them all. There's a few more interesting.
this is a line judge's call right here.
Yeah.
So when you see it break down into play, as a line judge, you should be looking for IDPs. I think this was caught by the back judge and
Yeah, he throws
umpire.
the flag.
You know, because this guy was almost in the back judge's position.
Oh, he ran out for the route.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm
now
trying
had
to
that
figure out
ball
what
been,
the play was that he would have. I think he just ran the wrong play because
yeah,
he's looking good to go deep. He's got his shoulder dipped. That tells me he's trying to go deep, and he's starting to head downfield.
He's deep. He becomes almost a receiver that the back judge actually has to keep an eye on.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I am trying to understand what play that he was even running because I guess if he'd thrown it right here, he'd be okay. But once he clutches, really, the
yeah,
lineman didn't have any work to do, so we went to go find work, and that's what got him in trouble.
Well, basically, if he's beyond the 50, he's pretty much ineligible
Oh yeah,
downfield.
I'm just saying,
now, now had that pass been thrown behind the line of scrimmage,
perfectly legal.
perfectly legal. Okay.
Question on the are we trying to hit the spot of the foul on this one, or just no? It's
No,
we go back to the previous spot, right?
it's going to go back to the previous spot, so we don't necessarily need a flag on the spot. Just need
You
a
just
flag.
dump it.
In this case, since we have two fouls on the same player, we should have the flags put together.
Oh, there's a line judge throw too.
Yeah, despite the fact that we don't have a spot of the foul, we just want everybody to know that the two officials have the same foul.
Who else threw it? The umpire threw it.
Yeah, the umpire throws here too.
Okay, there he goes.
It's not very enthusiastic.
Yeah,
It's the
this is like
back
one right in
judge,
front of him. I barely saw it.
but the back judge throws pretty enthusiastic.
Yeah,
See,
that's
here
a
it
great
comes.
throw. Man,
It's on the radar.
I'm
I'm
jealous of
pretty
that
impressed
throw.
with the back judge throwing on this.
Yeah,
Katie, can you go to the original view?
just play for
Are
speed.
both of those,
Oh,
yeah, right here, just are both of those receivers, they're lined up right next to each other on the top of the frame. Are they considered one of them on the line of scrimmage or one of them off the line or both? Because then if they're both off, you have 5 in the backfield. If they are, one is on, if the furthest out is on, good. But if they're both together on the line of scrimmage, then you've got a covered receiver going down immediately.
yeah.
And that's a good catch. So if we catch this early, we want to fix it.
Correct.
I had something like this last night, and I just said, I don't like who's on, who's off. I just, as a
Right.
official, who's on, who's off, and they fix themselves.
Yeah, we want to fix it early, and coaches will listen.
Yeah, we had that in Pop Warner. It's harder without radios, but I can't tell. I mean, I thought that was your ineligible downfield. The lineman adds to the complication, but
That's a good
Right.
catch.
But you are right. He would be considered ineligible as well. But once again, we want to fix this early and let the teams know. And then if they don't learn the lesson, then yes, we do throw.
No.
Yeah.
Good catch.
Thank you.
All right. Any other thoughts on this play? Just getting warmed up. All right. Full speed. Oop. And meet. Back. Play it slow-mo.
Kind of hard to see this one because it looks like he beats out off the line and then off the frame.
Yeah, we've got. Oop.
The big man right there in the middle of the
74.
frame. Oh, there he is.
74. Anytime it's a
Came back
big throw
in.
downfield and there's a big man in front of the receiver.
Yeah.
And once again, we want the line judge to pick this up. The umpire might, but he's really not looking. He's going to look late. But remember, the penalty doesn't happen until the ball is thrown.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So right now is where we have ineligible receivers.
He's already all the way down there.
And 74 is at the line of gain, 10
Yeah.
yards deep.
Wow.
He's
Looked like he was going for the
again.
pass.
So again, why does this happen? He doesn't have any work. Like he comes off the line and he's got no work to do, so he's going next level. Just telling you from a player's perspective.
Mhm.
Like, it could also be an indicator for us, right? Someone comes off the line, they got nothing to do, they're coming down the field. Then you got to see what the
Good
play was.
point.
All right. Anyone not have IDP on that? There's extra little things at the end of this play I want to look at. It's just the receivers trying to get up. Now that feels inappropriate.
Well, sometimes they get held down by the receiver.
No, I'm saying I'm saying the receivers, that leg right there.
Yeah.
I think that's
Is it kicking
the
up
official
at
can
him?
come in and talk to those two and just say, cut it out, you knuckleheads. All right. Next one, full speed.
Who do we have there? 79. Big 70.
The center, I think, right?
Yeah.
He sort of stood up, didn't have any work.
Again, yeah, it's
Your point.
the
And
work.
then he even looked back. I think he was expecting the pass to be sooner, right?
Mhm. Broken down play, right? He's got to pull the ball up.
I think that what Katie's mentioned, he's looking for work, and just not realizing where he's at, next level.
Yeah, doesn't give him an excuse. He's still downfield illegally.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
that's how it happens. A little shove in the back too.
Dave, on this,
Measure.
the action. Yeah. Dave, on this, and the action is coming towards the headlinesman. Obviously, that's a little nice block in the back there. Oh,
Yeah.
extra. The headlines should be watching the holding and the action around the quarterback at this point. So he might not notice the center goes out. It's here the line judge then
No,
that
line
should
judge.
be
That's
calling that.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is where we have the line judge backing up everything. He's going to know the line of scrimmage. So he wants to stay on the line of scrimmage, right? Because once he leaves the line of scrimmage,
Right.
because the headlinesman has to leave for his own safety. So he has to leave. So the line
Wait,
judge
hold
has
on.
to stay put.
Sure. So,
Okay,
quick
so
question for you. So,
go ahead.
go for it. Okay,
No,
so 79 is the center right up by the umpire. He looks like he's fading back towards the line. Can he, before the ball is thrown, he's within 3 or 4 yards. Does that alleviate the ineligible downfield?
no.
Once you're gone, you're gone.
Once you're done, you're done.
Yeah.
It's sort of a pop the balloon. Okay.
Yeah, he can't make himself legal.
Unlike a quarterback who can come back
Okay.
behind the line of scrimmage and throw it.
Okay. Yep. See, he stopped. He wanted to.
Yeah, he kind of knew.
Uh-oh.
Like he's like, ooh, this feels like as far as I should go, but I'm not doing anything. And they tell me not to, I'm supposed to.
Well,
So the
two
mechanics of
clarifying
it.
questions on this, if I may. If the quarterback keeps the ball and runs, then that IDP goes away.
Mm-hmm.
And if the pass is thrown behind the line of scrimmage, the IDP goes away.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's the
And
importance of somebody being on the line of scrimmage. So in this case, the line judge has to stay put.
it makes sense.
Okay.
It's like
The head
he's
linesman has every right to move back into the backfield because he's being threatened by the action coming towards him. So the line judge will have the line of scrimmage and IDPs.
Right.
Dave, conversely, if this play went towards the line judge and the line judge is threatened, then it would be the head linesman. If this play was coming to the opposite side.
That is correct.
All right, any more questions on that one? Full speed through. Anyone want to make a call from the full speed one? All right, slow.
Forward, but behind the line of scrimmage.
Yep. So what does that mean about all those big fellas downfield?
No
they're
idea.
fine.
Yeah.
No foul.
You're fine
foul.
at that point, right?
Yep. Yep. So
And this play just illustrates the importance of us being on the line of scrimmage.
mm-hmm.
If these guys aren't on the line of scrimmage and they go downfield to cover a pass, then we have no idea if this pass is caught behind the line of scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So it's clearly behind. So these guys are okay. That's the design of their play. They're getting out in front to get blocks.
They're doing pretty good chugging down that sideline.
Yep. They take pride in that. They didn't hit
We
anybody.
got some good athletes in this county. So
Yeah.
even the big men.
Yep. Yeah, they didn't hit anybody. But they got out there. Maybe blocked.
He's probably saying, "Give me the ball."
Yeah. All right. Any more questions or comments on that one? Full speed. Oops.
Wow. The line definitely goes downfield here early, but it's hard to tell. Line of scrimmage with the 30.
So line of scrimmage is, yeah, it looks like the 30.
Yeah, the 30.
So he's gonna catch there, right?
Still behind the line of
So no
scrimmage.
IDP.
So he's all good. We got this whole line of blockers coming out for him.
So this play is towards the line judge, right?
This one's towards the line judge, is what you're saying?
So we have the head linesman coming in here.
Yeah. So this is someone just asked this question. If it was towards the line judge side, headlines would have it. So that's the case here.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, they've
And what
got
I'm saying, the head linesman should have a better look at the IDPs.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he'll know. I mean, both of them should know the ball was caught behind. And this block right here, this one right here, that's legal because it's just out over getting overpowered, right? We're not going to call that.
Yep. If you feel that in your judgment, yes.
Oop, 22. 22 was trying really hard and he just lost his ankles. Oh, we got white, black, and white too up at the top. Right there. Too funny. All right. So anybody? IDP, no IDP? I think we said no IDP. All right, next one. Full speed. Anyone want to make the call? Full speed?
That was close, but it looked like it was just beyond, but hard to tell. It's a little choppy.
Okay, we'll go slow.
It is 5 in the backfield, FYI.
Yeah. Who is that? Oh,
It
that
is.
question.
Wow.
When you have 5 in the backfield like that, you kill it before the play goes, correct?
No.
No, 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 no.
No, the live ball.
Live ball? Okay.
Here's our slow motion. Got lots of people releasing. What do
No,
we
he's
do?
behind.
Yeah.
No, he's not. He's on the 31. Or he's on the 30. The line of scrimmage was on the 30.
Oh, you're correct.
sorry,
Yeah, I'm looking at the
46.
yep.
You're looking at the sticks, yeah.
Yeah.
So this is a
Yeah,
call you would have to
catches it at the
make.
45.
So this is
I'm
a
sure play design,
judge
it was
call.
supposed to be behind the line of scrimmage, but it did not turn out that way.
So to your point, Dave, like you're saying, the head linesman could have just stayed right there.
Yep. So he's out of position to make this call. So now it's up to the line judge. So what I'm saying is that the line judge and the head linesman split on this. We have no coverage to determine whether this pass, which is pretty darn, which is beyond by half a yard. We have no idea where the pass was touched.
Right.
Both of them move.
So he's beyond. The head linesman's moved 2 yards beyond the line of scrimmage,
Mhm.
and the line judge is a yard beyond the line of scrimmage.
So again,
There's no way we need to stay on the line of scrimmage and rule on this.
unless you're being threatened yourself.
Unless you're being threatened, but then that's the opposite flank that should be
Yeah.
covering you.
Okay.
And Dave, from a mechanic standpoint, I noticed that on this clip, unlike some of the other prior clips, looks like the umpire is going towards the backfield to try and get to that spot where he can definitively say if the linemen are downfield. That's how you interpret his actions there, right?
Actually, the old mechanic used to be that the umpire would go to the line of scrimmage on a forward pass. Now that is the old mechanic. Now we just want them to pivot and watch and have the line of scrimmage have the two flanks on the line of scrimmage. That was the old mechanic.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense. I mean, right there.
Yeah, the umpire would never get in there in time to rule on this, anyways.
Well, he won't rule on the pass, but he is still trying to take stock of where the big guys are, though, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he can only throw the IDP, right? And then just up to the line of scrimmage and say, "Hey, like that pass was behind or beyond."
Mm-hmm. It is the preference for him to throw if he sees the big guys downfield
Yeah, he can throw on this,
and then have the
and then
line of scrimmage say, no, it was behind.
look for somebody to take him off the call. In this case, it would be IDP.
Yeah. But the line of scrimmage folks might not be able to tell him for sure.
And this is the importance of staying put.
Yeah.
Not moving.
All right, next one, full speed. Oops.
Yeah, it was past the line. The catch was past the line of scrimmage. And the linemen are all downfield pretty significantly. Well, not all. That guy. And he caught it at the
The
44,
line of scrimmage
right?
is, yeah, line of scrimmage is the 40.
The 40. Caught it at the 41, I think. All said and done.
2.
Right there, 43,
42.
42, yeah. And there's a guy downfield past the umpire.
It's pretty obvious. I mean, he's definitely way beyond 3 yards. Yeah.
And once again, it's mechanics.
Mm-hmm.
The hard part for me would be, I mean, I'm still doing this. I'm still new at this. So the headline sometimes feels very, I'm more worried about the flanks and holding and pass coming out there to think about the linemen in the middle of the field. I'm worried about things downfield on a potential pass play. Because I'd be worried about those two high receivers getting held. I might not notice the line. I have to open up the vision a little.
Or remember, there's nothing to worry about. Let the play dictate what happens.
Well, this is also 5-man mechanics too. So you have the deep, right? We have a back judge who's helping on some of those
The deeper routes, yeah.
wide outs, right, and the deep routes. So I'm used to the 4-man mechanics of.
Yeah, you can also see those two receivers like up top. They're not even trying to go for. They're not running routes. They're literally coming out the block.
The designed running back screen. All right, what's the call?
Oh, it's IDP.
Yeah,
IDP. All right.
Definitely.
Like that's the way say it. All right, next one.
So ball's on the
So let's go back.
21. Ball's on the 21. Yeah.
I think it's on the 20. Original
20.
answer, which is the 20.
20.
And boom.
That's good, right?
Spot on the
Behind.
20
Yeah.
or behind.
Yeah.
Now, Dave, is that a pane of glass or is that he's like
Yeah, we want to make it
20 and a
legal.
quarter? He's still okay.
Yeah, we want to make it legal. It's got to be obvious.
Okay.
Like the lineman being downfield, it's got to be obvious. Illegal for a pass, the quarterback being beyond the line of scrimmage, it's got to be obvious.
It's good here. Both the flanks stayed put.
Yep.
So
And
it's an
that
easier
pass
sell.
was
What'd you say, Dave?
It's an easier sell. When both flanks are staying put, it's easy to sit there and go, well, we had two guys on the line of scrimmage ruling this.
easier to sell, you saying. Okay.
Yes.
Although Dave, he's right on the line, which you don't love, right? That line judge is toes on the boundary line.
Yep.
So we want to be back.
We want to be back 2 yards. Save yourself.
Dave, the coaches too, because if I'm working a yard and a half, they stay behind me, and then they don't get their sideline warnings. That's
And
awesome.
that's correct.
It does work. Sometimes.
Enough times.
Yeah, no.
All right. So we're good on this one. No foul.
We're good.
No foul.
No foul.
But a gross formation again, just FYI. I mean, they're
Sounds like the
complete. They're
line's
complete.
bending back here.
They're completely V-shaped. But anyways,
We'll fix that.
Football isn't a perfect sport.
that's why Malik thought the ball was on the 21 to start,
Yeah.
or 19, I guess.
Yeah.
Right.
But to Dave's point, when we're the flanks, we should be like fixing that early.
Yeah.
The line of scrimmage here is the 41.
Hmm.
What do we think?
I think who's that guy in the middle by the
Okay.
is that a lineman there? Yeah.
Yep, that is.
Right again. I do believe he's illegal. We're on the 41. 41. 42. 43. Oh yeah.
Ball's caught.
Yeah, that's a
It's not
foul.
when it's caught, it's when it's thrown.
Oh, it's thrown. Sorry. Good correction. When it's thrown, right
Okay,
there.
so right there is thrown. So he would be legal.
He'd be legal. Yeah.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're looking at the lineman and you look at then you take a look at the quarterback. If the pass is gone, you can consider this guy legal at this point.
Yeah.
This is a tough one,
Yeah.
but this would be a good no call.
Can we just all stop and observe how beautiful the sunset is here?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So no foul.
And let's not be too technical.
Yeah. All right. So full speed.
38.
Like a covered receiver to me.
Yeah. So I think we'll These two guys right here.
Yeah.
I don't think so. It looks like the guy behind is splitting the middle, isn't he? The slot.
The question is, are
That's
these two
cover.
both on the same plane, or is there a
Okay,
definite
thanks.
grass?
I think everyone in the stadium would think they're on the same plane, right? And it's not a trips formation you're used to. So
I think it's a question of, is it
No.
like,
So I was told if you could put a blade of grass between them, they're offset. So he's kind of back.
My question would be the slot receiver is in between the two of them.
Well, I don't think that matters, Dennis.
if you
Does that
judge
matter,
both of
Dave?
these on the line of scrimmage, that doesn't matter.
No.
Doesn't matter.
I mean, their foots are
Unfortunately, the
parallel.
blade of grass doesn't matter here. And the reason why is the slot guy is back. If the slot guy wasn't there, then you could give him the blade of grass.
Okay.
Right. But unfortunately, you can't give him the blade of grass because you got a guy that's back a good yard and a half.
And Raul, I think some of it's like the guy that's inside just is taller and has longer legs. So their front feet are much closer together than their back feet are.
Yeah.
Just an observation.
Yeah, their feet are on the same plane, so you can't call that. You might give it if it was just the two of them. You might be like, all right, I'll give them some credit and correct it. But
And then once again, if this happens early in the game, we want to correct it. But later in the game, this has to be called.
Yep. And we can also preventive officiate, right? As
Yep.
the line of scrimmage here, we can be talking to these guys, presumably if they've checked, looked over and checked. When they do that, you can say, I don't know who's on or who's off. Like, right?
And this is where
Really tough.
communication with the coaches is so the head linesman should sit there and notice this and turn to his coach. Hey, both your receivers on the other side are on the line. Number 33 is covered up. Whatever number he is. I did this in a JV game on Friday. They sit there and said, number 12 is covered up, coach. That way he knew from the get-go that he was covered. And they would fix it.
Yeah.
So that way if we threw a foul, which I did, he couldn't say anything because I had already told him that he was covered.
Hey, Dave, can I add something?
catches the ball.
Yeah, go ahead, Ryan.
So when I see this formation, I think first thing I think of is this is going to be a running play.
Right.
Because again, we're not going to have a foul. If there's no pass, there's no foul. So if you see this early in the game, that's my first thought is if it's a JV game, then these kids don't know where they're supposed to be. But if it's a varsity game, then they may line up like this, and it's just going to be a running play, and let the play happen. And if you don't know, then you can, like Dave was saying, bring the coach over, say, hey, look at these guys. Is this right for you? Because this will be a foul if there's a pass, and that's all it is. And so, hopefully that will fix it if it's not fixed. So, just a thought.
Keep playing.
Yeah. And to Ryan's point, I've done that where the coaches go, we're going to run out of this. That's the way we want it. And I'll say, okay. And they usually thank me for it.
Clarifying question: if the pass is behind the line of scrimmage, does it nullify?
Yes.
Where did the cover receiver end up? Is he the deep guy here?
Yeah, he was deep.
He's inside. He's inside.
Okay. Well, because if he catches the ball, then it's really bad.
Well, if he catches the ball, what do you have?
Ineligible.
I forget what his penalty is, but it's ineligible, and it's first touching and a loss of down included in the penalty enforcement.
It's not first touching.
I forget what it's
illegal
called.
touching.
Illegal touching and a loss.
It's illegal touching. What's the penalty enforcement? Should know it.
It's the same distance, but it includes the loss of down. So it's
5 yards from the previous
10
spot.
yards plus the loss of down, right?
5 yards previous
Hold on,
spot.
let me look it up.
Also down.
Plus the loss of down.
Okay, it's important to know the penalty enforcement. It would be great for you guys to know the penalty enforcement. This will help you in games.
You will be crew savers if you know the penalty enforcement.
Absolutely.
Working on it.
Yeah, I mean your first year. It's your first year.
Hey.
It actually happened. It actually happened to me in a game. It happened to me in a JV game where the tight end was covered. He went out, caught the ball, and I threw the flag. And then I mentioned, oh yeah, and by the way, the covered receiver caught the ball, and the white hat like, what? Huh? Okay, hold on a second. Something different now. So I remember that rule. But
It's a great lesson too. Like Dave has told us many times, even if you don't know exactly what the foul is, but you know it was a foul, just go and talk to the white hat and tell them what you have.
So Katie, to Ryan's point, on this, so we've been discussing these two receivers here in the bottom, lined up like this, so it would look as we agree that both these receivers are on, correct? All right, so I understood what he was talking about, the could it, what if it's a running play, then we don't have anything. But when we see this and the ball is snapped, I mean, do you wait to see if they hand the ball off and then hold off on the flag, or you just flag it, because you see well, if he goes out, if that receiver does go out for a pass, then I mean, you got to throw. You just got to give it a chance, I guess. Just
Well, when
don't
does it become a
immediately throw
foul?
it.
When does it become a foul?
When does it become a foul?
Yep. When does it become a foul?
When the cover receiver is going out for a route.
Nope. When the ball is passed.
Beyond the line of scrimmage.
Beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, when the ball is passed beyond the line of scrimmage. So we would hold it, you would recognize it, and you would say, okay, I have a covered receiver going downfield. So if this is a forward pass beyond the line of scrimmage, flags. You hold your flag until that happens.
Got it. Yes, right. Okay. Makes sense. It's got to be more than just tossing it just because you see it.
Yeah, because he could run down the route and the quarterback could tuck the ball and run it. And so it's still just a running play, even though it looks like he had a.
And then in the meantime, talk to the coach, get that fixed as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, if you had ineligible downfield, but the ball was touched by the defensive lineman right on the pass, so it's a tipped ball, it's no longer illegal touching. It's just ineligible downfield at that point because he's legally allowed to touch the ball at this point.
So when does the ineligible become illegal?
On a legal forward pass.
When the pass is
So
thrown.
an ineligible player is legally touch the forward pass. If he bats, must. Okay.
No, there's
Then
no
he
if.
becomes ineligible.
When does he become ineligible is when the pass is thrown. The tip
Correct.
doesn't take it off.
So it says here, well, no, right. That's what I'm asking, right? So Article 13, an ineligible A player has illegally touched a forward pass if he bats, muffs, or catches a legal forward pass, unless the pass has first been touched by B. So it would take away the illegal touching. It would just maintain the ineligible downfield. That's my question.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Any other questions on this one? Living up to your promise, Dave. These are getting harder. All right. Full speed.
39.
Anyone want to roll live?
Something says it has to be a caught pass.
It was a little choppy, but it didn't look like the linemen were far enough down the field to throw, but need to see it in slow motion.
Let's see. Right there's where he throws it.
There are only 3 linemen in the picture.
Let's go back and see where all the linemen went. Oh, the 2 of them are.
So you only got 66. That's really you got 74 online, 66 is
66 is maybe a
coming.
yard off when the ball's thrown, so still
He's
within
good.
that.
Mhm. And the ball's thrown past the line of scrimmage. So it's illegal for both pass.
Yeah, but lineman's only
Lineman's for only 1 yard.
downfield.
It's good. No foul.
Davis feels too easy. What are we missing?
And once again, they're going to ask it, hey, we got a lineman downfield. And you just tell them, hey, they're legal.
Is that what we say? We just say they're legal? We're not giving them they were within the expanded neutral zone.
They're legally downfield.
Illegally downfield. Okay.
Yeah, you don't want to give them the 2 yard thing. Otherwise,
We don't want to be too.
They'll hold you, but to the 2 yard thing, and
Yeah. It's legally downfield.
you just say no, they're legal, they're good. But it is when the pass is thrown.
So back. Right there. Legal. All right. Another funny formation. Of course, it's a punt.
It's always kicking.
Always kicking, but that feels really far back.
Ugly.
I had to say it before Nathan did.
Thank you, Katie.
Oh, wait, punt. This is gonna be harder because we don't have all the normal numbers. So we're in the scrimmage kick formation, so we got numbering exceptions.
Yeah, they can be any number. Huh?
Just makes it hard.
Oh.
And we've got only one person on line of scrimmage. Keep an eye on this. And it goes his way. But the long snapper makes
The snapper was ineligible by position.
Yeah.
So
Number
he's
88. If
ineligible
number 88
downfield.
stayed back, it would have been okay.
Yeah.
This is why I tell my crews know the snapper's number. So if you really want to save the crew, know the snapper's number on this. Not only is he ineligible, there's a possible OPI if he blocks.
Yeah, it's like he didn't know they were faking it because he does everything he can to make this an illegal pass play.
Don't give him an excuse. He's downfield blocking.
I'm just saying.
Wow.
It doesn't change the fact that it's a penalty. I'm just saying. He got really confused. Someone didn't let him in on it.
All snappers are confused.
Oh, come on.
No, but this would be a good catch for the crew. I mean, this guy is not just downfield, he is downfield. And he actually does throw a block. I probably wouldn't call OPI on that, but if it was a crossing around and he throws a block, we have OPI.
I think the defense initiates this contact, Dave. I don't call that a block. Because I'm saying this is the action they're going to see on every single snap. The defender
You got to remember, though, on the in high school, this would be OPI because the offense has OPI restrictions at the snap.
But if he's not initiating that contact and he's trying to get around it.
But see, if the defensive player has his ground, he can't run into him.
He didn't run into him. The defensive player ran into him.
No, no, no.
Yeah,
Watch
he leaned
right
forward.
here. The defense has that ground right there. He has to run around.
He's trying to. He's literally crossing over his steps. The defense initiates contact.
I love our discussions.
I'm saying, I'm not calling that. My judgment tells me that the defense initiated that contact. The receiver's doing everything he can. The offensive player's doing everything he can to get downfield.
So
It's
can
all
we
right.
go?
It's still going to be ineligible
So-
downfield.
He's
on
going to be
the-
ineligible downfield no matter what.
He's-
I'm just saying I'm not calling OPI on this as well.
So,
No,
so
and I'm not calling OPI on this either. So
You said you would.
no, I
Someone else
mean
had something to
But he
say.
might.
it would if it mattered.
so what is the numbering restrictions here on the scrimmage kit?
There are
You said there are.
There are.
So the
There are
snapper.
none. It's by position.
But what's the rule with the snapper then? That's
He's
right.
eligible by position, not by number.
Okay, got it. That's what I need to hear. All right.
Yeah. So on a normal
Okay.
punt,
And
everything
Mhm.
he's doing is what is fine, right?
Yeah.
He's running downfield. He's trying to get down to that punt to block it.
Yeah. For a punt. Yes.
For punt. That's why I say I don't think anyone
Yeah.
let him in on the fact that it was a fake because he's acting like it's a fool.
Right.
I take the fifths.
And then he does that illegal block. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. Get her all fired up again. That's my boy.
Big
Leave him
for a-
alone.
That's not my. I'm just saying. I don't think.
I know.
I think he's trying to do what he's trying to do every play. Just get downfield.
I'm
It
teasing.
when does the snapper lose snapper protection and become
As soon as he gets a chance to
a
protect.
member of the line and blocking? Okay. So
As soon as he's
somewhat
in a
judgment
position to
call.
block himself, right there, he's fine. When I was a long snapper, they said as soon as my head was up, I was legal. I could get hit. I don't know if that's true, but so
Nah,
definitely IDP. All right. Oh, we have one more. There's one more play. Oops.
What's this? Oh, you're gonna be a fake, huh? Oops.
I don't think it was an intentional fake. Look at this
Mm-mm.
snap.
No,
Oh,
it's
no, definitely
a muff.
not.
Definitely a muff. Mhm.
Oop.
Oh.
Wait.
This is a big jumbled mess. This is their center right here. Keep an eye on him.
Fire, fire, fire.
Yeah, he's not eligible to catch one on the fire.
Mhm.
Center. So back to Dave's point from the last play.
No.
Who caught
Snapper's
that?
number.
The snapper caught it?
45, but he's a center.
Oh, that kicker got lucky. It hit his foot. It would have been 15 yards further back.
Yep. So Dave,
So he threw it to the snapper?
yeah,
Yep.
go to the snapper. What's the philosophy on an IDP if it's an incomplete pass? It's still IDP? We still calling it or
Oh yeah.
okay?
The only time we don't call it if it's if they set it up for a screen pass. Then by philosophy in San Diego, we don't want to call it. We want to call it what it is, and that's a screen pass behind the line of scrimmage.
Which is we had
I don't think we had one.
I
on
thought we
this.
did
No, we don't.
this one.
Maybe we did.
That one is a design screen.
Yeah. So if it's a design screen and they overthrow it, then we don't have IDP.
So even though he catches it beyond because it was a design screen,
No, if he catches it beyond, then
And it's
we got a problem.
but if he misses it,
We're talking about an incomplete pass
Incomplete
that's over
pass,
his
okay.
head or something like that.
all right.
That's what we're talking about.
All right.
But if it's something that he can catch, it's a foul.
Yeah. Sounds good. All right, we are done
Mm.
to our video. Finished early. Next
Just
week, anyone have requests for a type of play? We've done pass interference, kick catch interference, onside kicks, and now IDP.
have we done fumbles?
We haven't done fumbles. Dave, do you have clips for fumbles?
Actually we have done fumbles.
Do we do
We
fumbles?
have?
Yes, we did do fumble. We had a fumble forward out of bounds. Remember?
Over by the pylons, we
Over the
Pylons.
those plays.
pylons.
But that was goal line.
Did excessive
Goal line.
contact. And we did pass interference.
Yeah, that was goal.
We did
That was
fumbles.
goal
You're
line.
right.
We did fumbles.
Oh, okay.
Fumbles, KCI. Sorry, I just didn't miss it off.
Yeah, I
Sorry.
lost my head totally.
Sorry.
How about potential holds around the flanks on tosses and sweeps?
That's a good one.
Wow.
Dave,
Now
you
you're
have someone
really
holding?
making me think.
Maybe
Good
just
job,
holding.
Dennis. Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Holding around the edge. Is that what
Holding
you
on
want?
the edge, yeah.
Yeah,
Left tackles or
restricting.
receivers
Mhm.
on tosses or sweeps.
I will work on that.
I have a question.
I will say, by the way, I appreciate these conversations. I had a pylon catch where the kid's feet were in the end zone. The ball was on the half-yard line out of bounds. And so I was able to think through all of that.
Awesome.
He did catch it. Then his opponent was like, 2 feet, 2 feet. I'm like, we are not playing the NFL. You are a 13-year-old Pop Warner. Like, please go away.
You hear everything.
I didn't add that part. I'm like, we're not in the NFL, kid. Like, it was a good catch.
And that's what the video is for, is for you to see these type of plays. So when they do actually happen to you, they're not as big of a surprise.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been easy though. I got to the pylon because of it. So
good.
That's good.
Yeah, I had a pylon play too like that. Same thing. Not a pass, it was a run play. Same thing. I was right there.
That's the whole reason why we're doing the videos, is to give us views into from the easy to the hard, the tricky, and Dave's doing a great job of giving us good training film. So
not now, but maybe over the summer, some blocking and flag, something along those lines where we do kind of a more flag centric
yeah, I
study
think
group,
that's a great
because
idea.
those penalties are Milton, one of our fellow officials, coaches, and he has the great wall. So he has like all of his girls line up like right next to the snapper, and then they all run out and fan on routes, and they have to get out without creating contact or they have a problem. So it's like how you do that, I don't know. It'd be helpful if we just reviewed flag over the summer sometime.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of clarification
off-season.
and calibration we need to do on the film side or on the flag side. For sure.
Well, the rules are going to change before next year, so
They're going to actually be able to tackle.
Hence the reason I suggested
Slowly
we
making
wait
your way
until
for
they
women
give us
girls
that.
tackle football in high school. I would love that.
Thank you for all the hard work in doing this stuff,
Sorry,
Dave,
guys.
by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dave,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
thank you,
thank you.
Katie.
Appreciate
Every
you.
week I'm here, I learn one or two things that helps me for the upcoming week.
Perfect. Love
Are
it.
we going to go offline and hear that Dave story now?
Oh, I was waiting
Oh, yeah.
for someone to say it.